back, bros, to another Transformer video review. And today I have the opportunity to take a look at the reissue of the Transformers Autobot Ectotron, the Ecto-1 Transformer crossover figure, which is the crossover from between Ghostbusters and Transformers. So let's go ahead and take a look at this incredible and very detailed packaging art. So right off the bat, guys, we have the iconic G1 like poster like tradition that was on all of the Transformer G1 figures on the back of the packaging. That art is just so epic. It has figures from like Hound, Trailbreaker, Sunstreaker, Optimus Prime, Starscream, Thundercracker, just to name a few. Now, if you want to see what this read up is, basically I'm going to read the top line. The function is paranormal investigator. So that's what his function is. Also, we have the old school tech spec right here, as if we would have had with the Transformers Generation 1 figures. With it keeping this Transformers Generation 1 packaging, it turned out terrific. I do wish we had a red tech spec barcode reader so you can see the blue lines a little bit more visible. And then in addition to that, guys, look, it is an official license by GM product vehicle. So that's pretty cool right there. We have the 40th anniversary Transformers logo right there. We have the Ghostbusters Ghost Corps, so that looks good. So let's go ahead and continue checking out how cool this figure is and continue the review. As for the contents, this is what we get inside. We get Ectotron himself, and he comes with two accessories. His companion buddy, Slimer, and also his, I guess you call it a photon plasma rifle weapon or accessory. And then standard to all Transformers, we get the instruction manual. So here we are, bros, zoomed in to check out the details on this figure. Now, right off the bat, guys, I will say that this figure is definitely like created from like a comic book with some concept art or a crossover series. I think it was from the IDW Post Publishing a while ago. Don't get me wrong, guys. I am taking a punch of the originality of where it came from in the comics. But anyway, just looking at the figure itself and the representation for what we get, yes, it has that Ghostbuster, I guess, attire appearance to it from the Ghostbuster movies. So yes, this figure consists of white plastic and also this tan type plastic, and then there's some black pieces here and there. So let's just look at it for the head sculpt. The head sculpt is pretty darn good in my opinion. The head sculpt has pretty much three colors. It's going to be consistent of the white plastic, the black goggles, and the silver face. So I'm happy with that. It turned out well. I can recognize that that is a Transformer face, and with it being a crossover figure, it's not in the Transformer universe as a G1 character, so it looks good for what we get. Then looking at this, the shoulders become the front grill of the Ecto-1, and then we also have the red right there in the hands, I guess trying to signalize some false fake lights, I guess. And then we have the belt right there where he would have wrapped around him to help support that photon pack. And then going down, we have a little bit of gray and white in the feet, which is pretty much all of the rear vehicle kibble. But it looks good in my opinion. I like how it turned out. I mean, with this not being a G1 character, they can really use your imagination and make this figure a functional Transformer and Ecto-1. So I'm actually pretty happy about the way that this has turned out so far. When it comes to the articulation for this figure, I will say that it is not standard for what we get with all Voyager figures. Now, the reason why I say it's not standard is because this figure is going to have no waist swivel. Normally with a Voyager, we're guaranteed a waist swivel 90%, I'll say 99% of the time with a Voyager size figure. The articulation on it is very good, guys. Unfortunately, we can't get a full 360 because of the doors right here for the Ecto-1, but you can get a decent range of motion right here. The shoulders do go up and out because they're on a hinge right here, so you can get good motion there. The arms do bend 90 degrees right here. As you can see right there, the wrist or the hand has no swivel. It just hinges in and out, unfortunately. The head rotates left and right. It does look up, so we do get a good motion of him looking up, and we do get a good motion of looking down. And that's only because I have that peg right here loose or not connected together to get that range of motion. The leg goes out this high. It bends 90 degrees, as you can see. There is no toe rocker on this, unfortunately. This is technology where they weren't able to include it. So it only rocks up, or basically, due to transformation, folds up, and it folds to a regular stance. There is a thigh swivel, as you can see right there. On my copy, guys, yes, it is not the best QC. I never opened my original, so I don't know if some of these problems I'm having with my copy, like the hips on mine are very loose and the knee is loose too. So I have a little difficulty keeping my figure standing upright. But other than that, it is a cool reissue for a figure that I wanted to open when I originally got it, but was just so scared, and I don't know why I didn't open it up and enjoy it as a Transformer. But here we are doing that with the reissue copy. So yes, that is the articulation, and let's go ahead and move forward. So here we are. Let's take a look at the accessories that come with the Ectotron. So the first accessory that you see, we're going to take a look right here. This is going to be Slimer. It is in this gummy-like plastic here to give that Slimer appearance. It is translucent, so if you want to put the light in it, it will give it that yellow feature where you can see in the hands and it glows. Unfortunately, it's not painted, so I would have loved to have some red eyes painted right there and some like yellow, badly brushed or decaying teeth would have been perfect, and a red tongue. But, you know, it is what it is. This is a nice accessory to add to your Ecto-1. As you see in the photos, it just sits on the shoulder. There is no peg for it, so I've been looking for it, but to my knowledge, there is no peg that pops out, so it will fall off, you know, if you want to do anything. So the second accessory that it comes with is going to be the Photon plasma rifle. So basically, it stores right here. If you don't want to have it in his hand, it can be held in any hand, but for this review purposes, I put it in this hand just so we can see it right there. So if you want to have him wielding this photon rifle, you sure can have him doing that. It goes in just like that. And now he's ready to catch some ghosts. So the photon rifle is connected to his backpack, as you saw right there. So there is a little bit of assembly once you follow the instructions and the instruction manual, and you'll be able to assemble it just right. So that's the accessories that comes with the Ectotron figure. So all right, guys, here we are for my first comparison. And right off the bat, guys, I have every single size class represented except for your Titan class size. Now, starting from the smallest, here we have the Beast Machines Legacy Cheetor figure. We have the Deluxe class Kingdom exclusive Sideswipe. We have the Studio Series 86 Voyager class Blaster. And then we have the Leader class Transformers Bumblebee Concept Art Megatron. And then we have the Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus Commander class figures. So I just want to have every single scale right here in this first comparison, just so you know how this figure scales and how he lines up with the different classes that Hasbro gives us available for purchase. And lastly, for comparisons, I just want to show Ectotron with some other figures that you may have in your collection that are from other toy company makers. So here we are with the Marvel Legends Hasbro Gameverse Spider-Man Miles Morales. We have the Jakks Pacific Knuckles movie figure. We have the 1990 TMNT movie figure Donatello made by NECA. And then we have a older school like style wrestling figure who is The Rock, as we all know, made by Jakks Pacifics. So guys, before I continue this review, I had to bring these two figures back out so you can understand this comparison. I'm not sure if you're quite understanding what I'm trying to say. So basically, let me summarize it real fast. Here's the Ecto-1 or the Ectotron figure right here, who is under that leader class price point. Now, when looking at this figure compared to the concept art Megatron, and you're like, wait a minute, this Megatron was a leader class price, which was that $55 price point. While we got the Ectotron for the $49 price point, as you can see, it's practically almost the same size as concept art Megatron. But when compared to Studio Series 86 Blaster, he's definitely at least a head taller. So yes, he wouldn't justify that price point of being the $34.99, as you see, guys, because it's definitely more plastic. Yes, some of the legs are hollow once transformed into his robot mode, but all in all, it is actually a pretty big vehicle mode. So you'll check that out when you continue watching in my video review, and hopefully you'll understand what I'm talking about. But just showing you right here, guys, yes, the Ectotron reissue is a little cheaper than what we get for standard size leader class figure. So I just want to show that off and make sure that you're understanding what you're getting when you purchase this figure. So I apologize, guys. I'm not trying to keep this video long, but I just want to make sure before we get to the transformation that you're fully prepared what we're getting into. So now it's time for transformation, and I'm gonna go through it pretty quickly, guys, because this is a reissue figure. So sit back, enjoy, and let's get it into that Ecto-1 goodness and glory that we all want to see. So now that we have Ectotron transformed into its alt mode, this is what we get. And right here, just looking at this toy, this figure, this beautiful Ecto-1, it is terrific. Looking at the details on it, we have the Ghostbuster logo right there. That's crisp and clean. I'm definitely digging that. We have the tires right here painted with the rims. We got the white walls on the tires. Stop playing with them, Hasbro. We got the clear windows that look good. We got the red painted details on the spoiler. We got the little painted translucent right here for the lights. Now, the only thing would have made this sweet if we would have had a Ghostbuster symbol right here. Due to transformation, I see why they didn't put it there, but then you got right here the license plate right there. That'd have been cool if you would have had that. We got the clear plastic for the rear lights right there. We got the lights right here for the vehicle. Man, this thing looks good. We got the photon pack right up here. We also got the same thing coming on the other side. So yes, this is a ton of detail on this figure. On the top, we have the light bars, the siren, all the tech and gear. So yes, this looks good, and I'm definitely liking the way how this turned out. So let's continue taking a look at this figure and do some comparisons with some other figures we may already have in our collection. So here we are for my first set of comparisons. Let's get it started with the figure that everybody, of course, should have by now or is trying to get. Is going to be the Earthrise Legacy Hound. Now here we have Hound compared to Ectotron. As you see right here, this actually might work, guys, because, you know, this Ecto-1 is supposed to be a bigger vehicle. It is like the old school, in my opinion, like a station wagon or a hearse or however you may want to call this vehicle. So yes, this definitely scales up. It looks right, as you can see, like that. It's approximate. I think it works. The scaling on this vehicle works. Now, when I bring out some other Earthrise vehicles, so let me go ahead and get this right here so you can see it. I'm not going to spend all day on this, guys. I want to do it kind of quick so that you can see. So here we are with the more one that everybody does have. Here we have the Earthrise or the Kingdom Optimus Prime. When comparing these two figures together, as you see, this does not scale well. The Ecto-1 is the size of a trailer, which I don't think is very true and accurate. So eventually, this figure is going to be obsolete, as you can see, because this Optimus Prime is just way too small when compared to other larger figures or Voyager Autobot figures. So hopefully this will be corrected when we receive later on in the year. Hopefully we'll finally get a reveal soon, because we are now approaching June for the Studio Series Commander Class Optimus Prime for this year. So hopefully we get that in 86 and it's not delayed. But that's that. So let's continue the comparisons with the next set of figures. So lastly, here we are for my final group of comparisons. Now, right off the bat, you're going to see the Transformers Bumblebee concept art Sunstreaker right here in front of Ectotron. I think this works well, just like Deluxe Hound and all the other deluxe Autobots that you may have in your collection. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. Now, this works well, in my opinion, because it is a deluxe car. If I do from bumper to bumper, that's how it would look. Pretty much a standard car. Back in the day, the Ecto-1 was a pretty larger car, as you guys are well aware of. So I'm definitely liking the way that looks. Maybe he's chasing some futuristic Ghost Transformer, sort of similar to Sunstreaker. So just saying that just to be saying. So let's go ahead and bring out the other figure, which is going to be a Voyager of the concept art Bumblebee, or just the Transformers Bumblebee movie. So hopefully I got both of these on screen. So here we go right here. These are both Voyager class figures, both recently released. So excuse me, guys. So looking at the two, as you see, they both look beefy and bulky. Looks appropriate. That is a more car. The Shockwave is a Cybertronian mode. So we pretty much got the same. Yes, it's the same from front to back, from bumper to the light. So it's about the same size, guys. Except, as you know, with Shockwave being like a tank or whatever, it is a little bit more beefier and wider. Other than that, I mean, it works well. It scales well, in my opinion. And I like what Hasbro has done with this figure. Even though it is a reissue, it is still cool. And it definitely holds up its value as it did with the original release of this figure. So yes, let's go ahead and continue this review and bring out the Yabro figure pickup or pass grading system. So now it's time for the Yabro figure pickup or pass grading system, where I get to share my opinions and my thoughts on this recent figure that I picked up and reviewed just before you, in efforts to help persuade you or help convince you to either add this to your collection or ultimately deciding to pass, which is totally your decision and totally up to you when you see this figure available for purchase wherever you may buy your figures from. As for me, guys, this is a definite pickup because I am a fan of Ghostbusters and I am a fan of Transformers. So being able to get the both of best worlds, getting Ectotron or Ecto-1, turning into a Transformer and also into his iconic Ghostbuster catching vehicle, I am definitely excited about this and I'm happy that I received this because this is an awesome figure. Yes, it is a reissue. I do have the original release, but I had to pick up a second copy of this figure because the first issue I wanted to keep brand new in the box. So now I got a copy where I can play with and have this Ectotron come in to help save the Transformer universe from a world full of ghosts. And if you're interested in picking up a copy of this figure, I got my copy from Amazon.com where I pre-ordered this figure. It came in stock and shipped before other retailers who may have been getting this figure who's not quite in stock. So yes, I'm happy that Amazon shipped me my figure early. So if you're interested, the link will be posted down below in my description. Please copy and paste that. Yes, it is my affiliated link. So if you purchase with my pasted link in the description, it does give me a small commission from Amazon. So I do thank you for that, guys. So keep in mind, guys, this is an excellent piece that Hasbro has given us. It is an officially licensed GM vehicle. It is the Ghost Corps Transformers Authentic 40th Anniversary or 40 years Transformers Ectotron or Ecto-1 Transformer. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. By doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel a tremendous amount of support, and not only that, positive feedback as a YouTube content creator. Thank you once again for spending your time watching my video, and until next time, yeah bro, I'll see you soon. And wait guys, don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you can be informed when I've uploaded new content for you to check out at your earliest convenience. Thank you.